Do you feel that we get that fight? Do you think that Canelo is marinating the fight, or do you think that there is a real risk there for him in taking that fight?
It's a real risk there for him for taking the fight. I mean, of course, he's like any other champion. He wants to make you guys salivate what y'all want to make us pay for it, which is smart. I don't think he's scared of Benavidez, but Benavidez is a tough order for anybody right now, especially if you're at the top of your game, because he's very busy, he's big, he's effective, he's aggressive. All the things you don't want in a fighter, David Benavidez is as an opponent. You feel me? So everything you don't want to see in your opponent, David Benavidez is. Now, does that mean you think he can't beat David Benavidez? No, but he wants to make sure that he makes you guys wait and ask and beg long enough that y'all gonna pay for it, then he'll take his chance. Because he knows too that it is a risky chance he's taking. David Benavidez should be, and I ain't gonna say what fact yeah, but he should be a tad bit hungrier than Canelo for that spot. You understand? Canelo been in that spot. David wants that spot. So he should be the hungry guy who has to still be careful because Canelo can punch. And it is what it is, but he should be hungrier than Canelo. Just the fact of how hungry Canelo will be.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because like when you think about it, like what's the biggest fight that Canelo can be in at this point? And you would say either Crawford or Benavidez. I don't know
That's
which
it.
one would be bigger, but one of the two. And you think, okay, the longer he waits for a Benavidez fight, the more difficult it will be because Benavidez is coming into his prime and that time he's improving, getting experience, getting better. So it's like, why not go into it right now? Like get him like how Floyd got Canelo, young.
It's different though. He ain't as young as Canelo was. He come from a fighting family. He ain't one of one. His people understand boxing. Canelo's people were supposed to understood boxing when he fought Floyd, but they didn't. Because if you understood boxing, you know to tell Canelo, whatever you do, you don't box Floyd Mayweather. You're not gonna beat him boxing. One of the greatest Mexicans of all time, who just sees a Chavez, could not box Roger Mayweather. He would have lost. So follow the blueprint. It's right there in your face. Y'all didn't. Y'all went out there and let him try to box. Yeah, he's 21, but we can't make the assumption that he was 21, he wasn't ready. No, my favorite fighter of all time died at 22. He did so much. He had damn near 9 title defenses at 21 years old. Salvador Sanchez at 21 years old. We talking about Wilfredo Gomez, who's 27-0, 27 knockouts. We talking about Danny Red Lopez, Patrick Ford, Zoan Nelson. We talking about killers. And he was 19, 20, and 21 years old, beating these dudes. So age is not the thing here. It's knowledge. They didn't send him into the fight with the right knowledge. So it's not about age for Benavidez. And any time right now is the wrong time to fight Benavidez because he's a hungry lion who throws a lot of punches, who we haven't really seen hurt yet, who has a very good gas tank, and who's big for the weight class. Everything Canelo don't want to see, Dave Benavidez is that. That don't mean Benavidez is gonna beat him, but everything Canelo don't want to see right now, David Benavidez is that.
What about if Terrence does go ahead and goes into this fight with Canelo based on how you saw how he looked, I guess his performance against Madrimov 54? Is that wise? Because Madrimov put some punches together on him. It looked like it was a close fight, but it looked like he had some difficulty there with Madrimov.
Let me explain 2 more things to you guys. Madrimov is a good fighter, right? 10-0. How much pro experience does he really have? Does that make Bud really get up? No, it doesn't. You 10-0. Bud's supposed to beat you if you're a light heavyweight. 10-0, Bud's still supposed to beat you. So Bud was supposed to beat you at 10-0. So there was no pressure on Bud. The pressure on Bud was to not let you beat him. Because Madrimov was the one that could have pulled off what they call upset. Because he the one who only has 10 pro fights. He don't have a lot of experience. So he wasn't supposed to necessarily beat Bud, but he did better than people expected. But the guy has an immaculate amateur background.
Yeah, 300 fights.
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you. So he is a pro. It ain't just 300. He got 10 pro fights, but he got 300 amateur fights. That's enough. Most pros don't have that. So now, that being said, you are dangerous enough that Bud got to worry about you to make sure he stays on his A game, but you're not experienced enough that Bud got to be so concerned they got to get, oh, I got to make this the best fight of my life. No, he don't. But when he fight Canelo, he does. Because Canelo is big, had just as much experience as Bud has been a bigger fighter for years now, and has only gotten bigger and stronger as he's gone. So that's a fight that Bud got to say, okay, now my hands are full. Now I got to go get this mind right and focus and get myself the best that I can be. Because if I'm not at my very absolute best, I'm not going to beat this guy. That's a different mentality. So the mentality is what makes it interesting for me. Do I think Canelo can beat Bud? It's a tough fight to call. I think his size may be his best going factor. But if he goes out and boxes Bud, he's not going to beat Bud boxing. He's not. So if Bud can take his punch, he's not going to outbox Bud. So it's like, it'll be what would determine the fight would be who wants it most and who has the best fight plan. Because to me, I don't care what they say, if Bud can get Canelo to box him, Bud will outbox Canelo.
So it's still a fight that you feel is competitive enough despite what happened in the Madrimov fight.
Without a question, it's competitive enough. Well, what he showed you in the Madrimov fight is that he can take the punch at 154. So now, can he take it at 68? Still yet to be seen.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying like, hey, you know, forget about Canelo. That was a tough fight with Madrimov. Go ahead and give Boots a shot. Give Boots the chance. But Eddie's saying, hey, you know, I think Crawford's saying, hey, give me the Canelo fight, or I'm not fighting. I'm done.
Why? What does he got to prove to Boots? Boots trying to take over and start beating the guys around him, prove that he's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 to meet him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight Benavidez next. If he don't beat him, he say, okay, I took it as high as I could go. I'm done.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if he gets the win. Like, oh my God, to go up those 2 weight classes and go ahead and achieve that. Oh my goodness. Wow.